Good morning, healing warriors. I have been feeling a lot of need for expansion in the physical form, as well as stretching our ability to dream, stretching your ability to reach for what your soul is calling you to. And so we're going to do some stretching movements. And I really invite finding your edge. So I may go deeper in my stretches than your body wants to go. It's really important when we go into these deeper stretches that you listen to your body. So we'll start small, we'll make it bigger. And remember, you can always grab a chair if you need to bring it down a notch. So I'll try to leave a little time to show some of these things on a chair. Um, but but I will be sure to keep them small at the beginning and then bigger so that you can really find your edge. Notice when you feel like, oh, that's a stretch, I'm at my edge, then that's where you stay. Or if you feel like, whoa, that's a little bit too much, that means you've gone over your edge and it's time to come back in a little bit. So we'll start by really finding our central alignment and knowing that this is where you come back to. And this is really powerful metaphor to utilize in your life, in your healing practice, to always find that edge and expand it a little bit with each day, with each breath, with each moment. So let's just start by warming up the joints of the body. Take your feet directly below the shoulders. Soften the knees. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see the postural alignment here. The feet are parallel as if I'm standing on railroad tracks, very narrow railroad tracks. And then the knees are soft. And notice when my knees are locked, my pelvis wants to push forward and my shoulders want to lean back. When I just by bending the knees, it brings me more into my center of gravity. And now let's begin by doing some pelvic tilts, rocking the pelvis, breathing into the pelvis. Inhale, open the seat behind you. Exhale, rock it forward, tilting the pubic bone up, rock it back and forward. Move my shirt out of the way so you can see what's happening in my pelvis. As you're doing this, notice where it feels like the edge of your mobility. You may want to be moving so subtly that you can hardly see it. You may want to be really opening back and really tilting forward. So find that edge for you. I like to be in the place where I can feel the muscles talking to me, but there's never any pain. So I'm feeling a lot of tension right here in the SI joint. This is the triangular bone right at the back, the sacrum, connecting to the hip bones, the ilia, and it goes, so it's right here. Let's take a little bit of warming up into the tissue of the sacrum. And you see, I'm using the sides of my hands to just massage in here, releasing tension. Or I'll keep my back to you. Now I got my headset hooked up so I can be back to you and you can still hear me. So we're getting the knuckles into the glutes and into the low back and then right into this SI joint right here. Coming around to the sides. Good. And then let's do a little bit of gentle knee bouncing. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms. Let this be a really loose bouncing this morning to release any tension. Maybe you stayed up too late last night. Maybe you didn't sleep well. Maybe you had the most amazing sleep of your night and you're still needing to get your body moving in a gentle fashion. So let's, as we do this gentle bouncing, come into the breath. Inhale all the way into the feet and sigh it out. And let's add the arms. So inhale, arms coming up. Exhale. So the bouncing in the knees is the same, but I'm adding this arms. Inhale, shake the arms up over your head. Exhale. And if this feels like it's already going beyond your edge, then just slow it down, soften it, and can bring the arms halfway up. Let's all like soften this out a little bit. Inhale, soft, gentle bounces. Exhale out. And then if you want to bring it up a notch, inhale. And then just bring it into a subtle, small vibrational bouncing, getting your body vibrating with the energy of the earth. Deep, full breath all the way to your feet, all the way to the crown of the head. And then come into stillness and feel that vibration moving through you. And now we'll begin to twist gently. First, this twist is coming from the pelvis grounding, rotating from the waist. At first, really small, just letting your arms be loose like empty coat sleeves and waking up the hips and pelvis with gentle tapping where your hands land. Receive a gentle massage. Breathing into your hips and pelvis, releasing any tension, any habitual patterns of poor postural alignment or too much sitting. Let's do these deep sighing breaths to encourage a release of tension, stagnation. And then we'll bring it up a little bit. I'm bending and straightening my knees to increase the twist, and the arms begin to float up. Now I'm tapping the kidneys and the lower ribs, the digestive organs, the liver, gallbladder, stomach, spleen. Remembering to keep it small and subtle. If it feels like too much, we're going to come up to bringing the arms around, feeling like this is like helicopter arms, feeling the upper back opening. I kind of skipped a level. So letting the arms tap the upper chest and the upper back. And now we're going to swing it out, taking the legs a little wider, the hands above the crown of the head, sweeping the mental field clear and clean. Let me turn off my heater because I'm getting hot in here. Okay, so now I'm lifting my opposite heel to bring this twisty stretch all the way down the side of my body. And now coming back slowly through all of the places. Coming back to center. Now that we have warmed up our joints and gotten the blood flowing, we're going to go into some stretchy meridian stretching movements. So you can keep your feet at the width of your shoulders here and just bend and straighten your knees. Or you can go out just a little bit wider and then the feet come out to go with the knees. Or you can go out extra wide if you are wanting to bend deeper. Now, my body isn't ready to bend deeper, so I'm not going there quite yet. We never want to push our body into a place where it's not comfortable. So let's go for the halfway point to start with. And then as you feel your muscles and tendons stretching and loosening and your joints opening, then we can take it a little deeper. For now, we're just going to go slightly wider than our basic stance to give the hips room to open. And then pull energy up the insides of the legs. And this is going to send the pelvis back. And then keeping that openness in the pelvis, send the tailbone down, sit down. Inhale the arms up to the heart. Exhale, pushing out, sink down in the hips and the knees. I'm pushing out with the base of my palm, pulling the fingertips back, moving the elbows down and the shoulder blades back. So the hands are actually moving towards the back plane of the body here. And as you breathe here, finding that comfortable position for your pelvis, I'm actually doing those pelvic rocks right here to loosen the SI joint a little more in this bent knee position. Breathing. And now curl the fingers towards each other and towards the wrists and roll them open, palms up. We'll do that a few times. Roll them open. If your pelvis wants to follow, moving back and forward, then let it. If that's too much to be moving the pelvis and the hands, then you can have a stable pelvis. In Tai Chi, there is a principle of movement where every part is moving equally. So see if you can notice. Let's just take this into a subtler version where we're just rocking forward and back on the feet as we do these hand rotations. And notice the sensations in the feet, sending signals all the way through your body. Just by rocking forward and back on the feet, we're giving ourselves a little foot massage. Okay, pause with the palms up, relax the shoulders, letting the arms come down, feeling, and you can come in just a little bit, coming off of bent knees, feeling that you are holding the energy in your arms, gently pulse on it, feel the weight of the energy all around you. And then inhale, bringing it all the way up overhead, step the feet in closer and reach up. So now I'm coming off of bent knees and stretching up. The feet can be right at the width of the hips or a little closer. Reach up and look up at a diagonal. Looking up, and I'm pulling as if like I'm zipping up my belly, pulling in and up to reach longer and stretch through the fingertips. Exhale the palms together, head right between the arms. And then again, inhale, reach up. And this time as you exhale, bend to the side. And it can be just a very little bend like this. And then inhale down into the outside leg. And exhale, bend a little deeper by pulling your belly in. Finding your edge for this stretch. Each inhale, anchor the opposite foot. Each exhale, bend a little deeper. Even if you don't move, feel that you're stretching farther out of your fingertips, pulling your belly in a little more. Inhale, one more down into the foot. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, back to center. And exhale to the other side. Inhale down through the outside foot. Exhale, stretch through the fingertips. Relax the neck and shoulders. The shoulders are moving down even as the fingers are stretching away. Inhale down into that outside leg. Exhale, reach through the fingertips. This might be just a very slight bend where you're reaching longer, or you may go into a deeper side bend. Follow your body. Inhale, open the arms, look up. Exhale, coming to a T position with the arms. And then we'll take cactus arms and lift the sternum up, looking up, open the heart. Exhale, palms together and round the back. And again, this can be really subtle. Little opening, little rounding. Or it can get really big where we get the whole spine involved. Inhale, relaxing the body, arch the back. Exhale, round and hollow. Find your edge and see if you can expand it subtly with each breath. Now, the next time we get to this hollow body place, keep pulling your belly in and hollowing your body in the front as you place your hands to your thighs. And then inhale, unfurl your shoulders and fingertips, looking up and stretch from this place of hollow body. So feeling that your belly pulling in is encouraging your back body to grow longer. And then with your next exhale, bend the knees slightly as you bring the hands down through the midline, sitting down and bowing forward. Now you can have a wall or a chair here. If forward bending is stressing your back, I recommend keeping this perpendicular to the floor spine with a chair or hands to a wall. I'll show the hands to the wall next time. So pressing the chair, extend your thighs back, your seat back, extend your head forward. And then soft but not bent knees, lift the belly and curl into a forward bend. So you can be resting here on a chair, or if you are more open, you may go all the way to touching the floor, or maybe you want to be halfway in between with hands on the shins. So let's do it hands to shins. Inhale, extend, look forward. Exhale, take the hands to the outer shins, pressing in, lift the belly and bow in, release the neck. Inhale, now we'll do fingertips to the floor. Exhale, bow, and you can stay with the earlier versions. You can stay on the chair or the shins, or come all the way to the fingertips to the floor. And we're just going to take these gentle extension and bow. Inhale, extend, exhale, bow. Again, this is what it looks like on the shins. Inhale, extend, exhale, bow. And this is what it looks like on the chair. Inhale, extend, exhale, bow. Wherever your body feels good is where you want to keep it. Now we're going to bend the knees. So if your hands are on the chair, you may find that when we do this deeper knee bend, you can bring your hands all the way to the floor. So bending the knees so much that your body is just resting on your thighs and your hands on the floor. Bring a little bit of your weight into your hands so you feel that connection with the earth, connecting from the feet through your body to your hands. Breathe energy from the earth up your legs and down the back of your body into your hands. And now with the next inhale, rock your weight back into your feet, sitting down, and gather energy from the earth. And you can use your chair on the way up, or just pull that energy up your legs, curling your body, rolling up slowly. And we're going to take a bow stance. We'll do a couple of, so I'm going to keep this here because I want to make sure we have the ways to utilize support. If you're someone who is just getting moving again, I really encourage you to utilize the support and take it slow. I want your body to feel really good after we do these exercises. So taking one foot forward, bringing the weight into that foot, and then this is where you may have a chair with a back. As you extend one leg behind you. And it can be right here, hands to the chair, toes to the floor, lifting into the core and engaging. Or maybe you are leaning forward, holding the chair and lifting the leg behind you. Or maybe you are suspending your body parallel to the floor. Wherever you are with this practice, lift your weight off of your standing leg, lift your belly, and then extend through the crown of the head and through that back foot. 3 more breaths here. And then exhale, lower the foot and shift the weight back into a high lunge. And again, this can be just a little bit of a knee bend. Protect your joints by paying attention. The back knee is not locked straight, but just slightly bent. This encourages the pelvis to settle towards the earth. So really tuning into your pelvis, anchoring to the earth as you press back through the back heel and settle into the front thigh. Finding your edge where this pose works for you, where you feel maybe a little bit stretched in your capacity, but also solid and grounded, able to be really present here. Now we're going to open the shoulder joints, raising the arms up and pulse gently back, 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 back. Breathe here, reach through the fingertips, ground the pelvis forward, and curl open just a little bit, looking up, opening the heart. Breathe. And then with the next exhale, bring the palms together, follow the body, and step forward. Again, use the support of your chair if you need it here. Stepping in, and we'll take it to the other side. I'm going to stay facing this direction because I want you to be able to see both sides of this stretch. So we had the front leg back and the closer to you leg back. Now we're going to have the farther from you leg back so you can see what it looks like from both sides. So coming back a little bit to have space, take a step forward. Begin to bring weight into that front foot. And this is where you may want to hold the back of a chair. As you bring your full weight into that leg, lift your belly. So you're lifting your weight off of the leg even as you shift onto it. And then you may lift the leg a little bit or a lot. It may still be touching the floor. Wherever you are in this pose is perfect. Lift your belly, lift the weight off of that standing leg, and then extend through the crown and through the back leg. Good. With the next exhale, bend that knee, reach the back foot back, and rock the weight back, finding your high lunge. And it may be just a little bit of bend in the knees. You may be a little bit narrower. Stay in the capacity of your body. Pulling the belly back, round through the pelvis, keeping the back knee just lightly bent to encourage the pelvis to ground down, the tension to release. And when the pelvis moves forward, you can feel that back thigh stretching and the front thigh activating. Find a place where you feel a nice stretch in your back thigh and a nice activation in your front thigh. Maybe you want to go a little wider and bend down to where that front leg is parallel to the floor. Bring the arms up and pulse the shoulders back, 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 back. Anchor the pelvis down and forward and lift through the fingertips. Curl the heart open. Look up just a little bit. Breathe. And with the next exhale, bring the hands together. Draw the belly in. Shift the weight forward. Again, grabbing your chair if you need to, and step it in. Coming back to center, pause and feel. Notice what has been stretched in you, what has been expanded within you. And let's take a moment now to really tune into what you are reaching for in your life. So bringing the feet back under the shoulders, knees soft, pelvis heavy. Take your hands, palms up. As you reach your hands forward, draw your shoulders back. Keep your neck soft and open. And imagine you are reaching out to receive the precious gift that life is offering to you. Notice that we're not reaching out of our center. So I'm not reaching like this where I'm out of my center. I'm reaching like this in my center. As you stay in your center and reach out to receive this precious gift, see it cascading into your hands like healing water. And with your next inhale, draw it towards you. Bring it towards your face. Wash it up and over your face. You can be lightly touching or hovering just to where you feel your hair move as you trace over the top of your head, down the back of your neck, across the tops of your shoulders, around and under the armpits, and all the way down the back, the backs and outsides of the legs, around the front of the feet, back up the inside of the legs. And if that feels like too much of a stretch to bend all the way forward, you have two options. We'll do it one time without touching. So staying standing, inhaling up over the face, down over the back of the head, across the tops of the shoulders, around and under the front, down the back. And now just bend the knees and energetically reach around the feet and back up to the center. And the other option, if bending all the way forward is too much of a stretch, is just to take a seat. And then reaching out, drawing that energy in, trace it up and over your face, down the back of the neck, across the shoulders, around and under the arms, all the way down the back, outsides of the legs, around the feet, and back up. And again, you can do that energetically. If even sitting, you can't quite reach your feet, just be sure that when you do the energetic, that you're still stretching to your capacity so that you're expanding that capacity for movement, expanding your mobility. Now let's, in this seated posture, or if you're still standing, you can just rest in the standing posture. Make your arms round and hold the energy. Breathing, relax the shoulders, relax the body. Relax the mind. Now bring the hands together and rub them, gathering all of that beautiful elixir of healing that you have generated inside of your body. And then as you're rubbing your hands, making them hot, creating a fire inside of you, tune in to where your body needs extra attention today. And with your next exhale, take the hands there and just send yourself love and light, healing, presence. Gently massage that area. And enjoy the rest of your day. Namaste.